broadcast. Sparkle Pony is here.
It's the confetti pony.
That's the one where you ride it and you get to have cake, right?
I have no idea. I haven't ridden it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the horses because they take up too much space on the screen.
I think that when you ride it, you're holding a piece of cake. If I
Now, do you put away the cake when you ride faster,
nope,
or are you just still?
You just hold it, which is wild. Skill. All right. I think, basically ready whenever you all are. No.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Never.
Never. Trying to get set up for chat here. There we go. So that I can keep an eye on those. And all right, here we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to a Snugpod Cast. I'm never separate. This is a Snugpod. We are in it now. And we are all together with a horse. Welcome. With me in the Snugpod this evening, or this morning, depending on where you're at, I suppose. Gwen the Bard, how are you?
Hello, I am here. How are you?
I am a little concerned. That horse seems to be smiling at me. And I don't know if it's because it's friendly or it thinks my ear looks tasty. I don't really know.
It's not smiling, it's just the bridle. It's how it keeps the mouth open. I forgot to... I was told not supposed to take it off when it's even in here, so yeah, maybe be a little cautious. But you're also fine. It can't actually eat you, you just might lose a finger. Or an ear.
Yeah, it looks like you want... It thinks you need some confetti in your hair.
Perhaps so. It does seem to have some sparkly excretions.
Ew.
It's not even excretions, it's like floating around its center consistently.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I thought it was going to be like by the hooves.
That other voice you heard was Gone Crazy Back Soon. Hello.
Hello. I am here.
You're here.
I am here. I am here.
You're here. Gwen's here. I'm here. There's a horse here. And everybody that's with us is also here. So, I think we can get started.
Let's do it.
We kind of already did, but, I mean, we can move forward now. Gwen, what have you been up to?
What haven't I been up to? I haven't done Tales of Tribute. Let's see. Otherwise, I have got many motifs learned. Many motifs. First it was, oh, I'll just look at my achievements menu when we get to the Snugpod, and that will tell me what I did. But, you remember the Animaniacs when they sing about all of the countries? That is me earning motifs, like getting motifs and accumulating them and completing them for achievements this event so far. The list is ridiculous.
I literally looked up an Animaniacs scene earlier.
I could not keep track. I've got so many. I'm so proud. What I think is the best part of that, though, and why I've been able to get so many more this event than previous events, is how now with like add-ons and quality of life updates, it really helps when you're shopping how you can see what you don't know. So that's nice. That has really helped me fill it in. And then I have spent lots of gold, and then earned lots of gold, and spent lots of gold, and I'll probably be at like a net 700k by the end of the event, which is about where I started with, so I think we're fine. And then I got the damn horse. That horse right there, the one that took me like, what, 3 years now to get? I got it yesterday. I have the horse now. It exists. It's right there. I'm never going to use it because horses take up too much space on the screen. I'm going to stick with Guars, but there's the horse. I have mastered the Dragon Knight. Mastered it. I have mastered all 3 skill lines for Dragon Knight now on my Warden. She is now Dragon Knight certified. I really love the chain that pulls things. That is wonderful. Not a big fan of Wing Buffet. Or Wing Buffet. I'm going to still call it Buffet, but not a big fan. And then the one where it powers up your weapon for a whole minute, that looks really cool. Practicality? It looks really cool though. I like it. And then I ran Mauve Lorcage with pretty much a bunch of randoms. Like, it was a couple people I know, and then a lot of people I don't know, and a lot of them were new. And the people leading it was their first time ever really leading this one. They didn't really know it too well, but they did an amazing job. They should have been more confident, but it turned out really good. However, because everyone was new, we have fun stories. When you get into the one boss where you have the light heads and the dark heads, and you're supposed to circle the room counterclock with everyone. Just as soon as things started actually happening, ran around like drunken ants everywhere, ants scattering. It was great. It was wonderful. We all ran into each other and died. People were rezzing each other and died. It was a blast. It took us the longest in the trial, but I'm pretty sure that's what always takes everyone the longest. And then, so because there was a blizzard, and I didn't know if I was going to do this trial or not, I ended up being a DPS. Now, I don't DPS trials, I heal trials. I'm not a DPS. I am not a good DPS. My bear and my sorcerer pets, they're a good DPS. I am not a good DPS. And I decided I was going to try to do the path. So if you're familiar with it, at the end, during the last boss, you have to run these little paths, right? Now, we're all aware that at this point that I have really sucky blue vision in this game. So when I volunteered as tribute, that was step one. That was a mistake. Bless them for letting me try. And I'm pretty sure I held up the whole trial just because they were being kind to let me try to actually learn this mechanic. And I have learned my lesson, and am never doing that ever again. And I'm only ever going to heal this trial because that was a mistake. But yeah, that's what I've been up to this week. It's been a fun time and a lot of things. What about you, Never? What have you been up to?
Well, I didn't get to finish up as much as I would have liked to in the Gestures Festival. But that's okay. I have been trying to hop on and get as many of my boxes from this event as I can, because this event is super easy to get boxes from, and you get a lot of motifs and stuff out of those boxes, motifs and furnishing plans and all that stuff. So I have just mostly been doing a lot of writs. I start at the bottom of my character sheet, character list, whatever, and log in and do the writs and put what I need in the bank for my main, just to see if it's stuff that I haven't done on that character. Excuse me. And then I just go up the list and log into all those characters, and 7 writs and 7 writs and 7 writs and 7 boxes and 7 boxes and 7 boxes. And so I've just knocked out a ton of writs, and I think the first weekly tome challenge that we had, actually, you know what? Those are random. Is that right? Not everybody has the same ones?
That is correct.
Okay. So the one that I had, I don't know, and it might have, maybe that one was the same for the first, since it was a week the same of the event. I don't know.
It was not.
Y'all can tell. Okay. So my first one was earn event boxes. So because of that, I knocked that out in no time because I was earning 7 per character within just a matter of like a couple of minutes.
Right.
So, I think by the time I got to like the 3rd or 4th character doing that, I completed it. So I did that, and that's been mostly it. Once I get through with that, a lot of times I'm kind of checked out because I've just logged in and out so many times. But it's just hard for me to not do it that way because it's just so fast to get everything. And but I did pick up a tip from someone on the tome caches. So the tome caches are the ones that's what you get from, is it like your ESO sub or ESO plus sub, or what do those come from? And I noticed I had a couple of them. I was like, where did those even come from? I guess I just forgot. But I was listening to somebody that said because they had 1 or 2 from like being subbed for a month or so, and then I guess they subbed for a year. They got 13 of the caches, and they unlocked all of them at once. And it was more than enough tome points than they needed to do the entire free tome. And you can only carry over like 2,000 from one to the next. And they have more than 2,000 left, but nothing to spend it on because they only have the free pass. So just a little tip there before you unlock or use up all those caches. Maybe just wait till closer to the end of each season before you use them, unless there's just like a specific thing you really want right away, because you're going to unlock a lot of that stuff just through playing, and then you just need to do some basic math to make sure that you don't end up wasting those, because if they're going to have a limit on how many you can carry over, but then you have ways to get more than that, and not be able to spend them all, then it would just be wise to hold on to them, assuming that the caches themselves carry over. I don't know for certain on that, but
I feel like I should know the answer to that, and I actually don't. I did not look at that on like PTS or anything.
But that was the tip that I heard, was hold on to them. Don't use them all at once, because you may end up having wasted tome points.
Right. I was wrong, by the way. The seasonal one, that one is the same. Like the daily login and the earn gift boxes, that one's the same. But the weekly one is the one that's different. So if you go to your weeklies, then it shows. Okay,
the seasonal. Yeah, I said weekly.
Seasonal is the same. Weekly is, at least as far as I've seen, weekly is the one that changes. Because I had some of the same ones as some other people, but we had them in different order. And then I looked at re-rolling at one point just to see, and it changed like 1 or 2 of them. Just as a heads up, though, too, since we're talking about this right now, they know that there is a problem currently with some of the challenges that were originally in the tome system, and so they are working on hot fixing that, and the ones that are not hot fixed have currently been removed. So there were a few of them that when you would re-roll, they would just stay there, or you would re-roll the same thing again. So they were having issues with it. So there are some that have actually been removed, I believe, from the system, just as an awareness. So
another thing to pay attention to, Alice. Well, are we going to talk about tomes more? Is that in our notes?
That's later. We can save all that for later. It is in the show notes.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll come back to that, because I was looking at your screen and it made me think about something, but we'll pick back up on that later. Anyway, I said that because I only brought that up because it related to I was doing those things. Notice I got that challenge done real quick, and it spawned that thought. Anyway, that was about it for me as far as what I've been up to in game. Because I have, if I'm doing anything other than event related things like that, trying to earn boxes, I'm typically still working on trying to knock out some of my old quests. Because I can't on my main even pick up all of the crafting writs right now at one time, because I'm sitting at, like, I don't know, 21 or 22 out of 25 quests, and so I'm just out of space. I'm trying to clear some stuff out, and it seems like every time I go to an area to clear something out, I find about 4 more quests to pick up in the area. Of course, then I just have to try to do those, and that slows me down. But I figure if I'm there and it's stuff somewhat related to what I'm already doing, a lot of times it's like another citizen in the same little town you're having to rescue from bandits or whatever needs you to go and recover their special shoes from their house that's burning or whatever. That hasn't happened as far as shoes go, I don't think. But anyway, that's what I'm doing as far as normal gameplay stuff. But right now it's just been focusing on earning boxes, getting motifs, so I can knock out more crafting, like the master writs and stuff. Anyway, how about you, Crazy? What are you up to?
I have been doing a little bit of the anniversary event, but I am also super exhausted right now. I got better. I know that I talked about being sick, like, for a couple weeks, but I've been generally better, but just still tired. I've been working like a stupid amount of hours the last couple weeks, so I think it's just finally catching up with me.
So nobody turned you into a newt?
Nobody turned me into a newt. She's a witch. Okay. No. Yeah. I also ran Maelstrom, just normal for funsies, because one of the things for the event and for tomes is to do one arena. And I was shocked at how much easier it was than I remembered. Like, I think I did it in less than 20 minutes, which probably is not a big deal for some people, but for me, when I used to, like, be trying to crank it out in under an hour and still struggling with that, it was just weird to be able to do it so quickly the other day. Let's see what else. I've been doing more Infinite Archive runs with Minuit Pro. We've been trying to gather the style pages that come out of there because we've been plowing through some of those achievements. And I have had fun looking through most of the Dawn and Dusk stuff. I'm really excited for the mounts in there. I can't wait to unlock page 10 so that I can get those because they look so cool. And I love them, and we're going to talk about Dawn and Dusk later, so I'll talk about how excited I am for that stuff then, I guess. Other than that, just the normal Guildmaster Online. And that's about it.
Sorry, you were supposed to talk longer.
Were you eating?
No.
Liar.
Well,
those dang Jester's Festival chocolate candies.
I know.
Leftover.
Leftover.
Yep.
Well, there is cake in front of us as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone gets cake.
Cake.
Everybody gets cake.
Come
cake. In and grab a slice and sit down.
And if you don't like cake, there's sweet rolls.
Everybody loves a good sweet roll.
Sounds like I'm gonna be fat this week.
If you don't like sweet rolls, then you're not allowed to sit with us.
I make sweet rolls with apples in them, so they're kind of healthy.
Okay. Keeps the doctor away, right?
That sounds amazing.
Speaking of apples, I've been jokingly messaging my wife regularly in the mornings at about 6:45 that I love baked apples because she made a comment after I said that once. Are you going to tell me that every day until I make you some? I was like, maybe. And so she finally made some recently, and they were really good. So, anyway, baked cinnamon apples. Yeah, good stuff. Hey, I've actually, could you just help with something? I've been just a little bit lost this month. I was hoping maybe y'all could give me a guide.
Well, Zenimax
Well, we can't, but Zenimax can.
Thank you, Gwen. Thank you for being in my head.
Yep. Yep. We've done this too long together. Moving on.
Right,
Let's read the guide.
Who's taking this one? Does it matter?
No.
Okay.
Why does it never guide us?
Yeah, why don't you read it in person who needs a guide?
I'll be the blind leading the blind. ESO's April 2026 Survival Guide. Big things are happening in ESO this April, including the launch of Season 0, the Night Market Event Zone, and more. I'm not going to read that same line again. Why is that there twice? The Jestles, I don't know what that is. Jesters Festival event, that was March 25th through April 2nd. So that is over by the time we're doing the show. So if you missed it, and it's too late, you have to wait till next year. Season 0 launch, that started April 2nd, runs through July 8th. Exciting adventures and all new content free for all ESO players await with the debut of Season 0 this April, including the Night Market Event Zone, which arrives April 29th, the Gold Coast Bazaar, Tamriel Tomes, and more. 2026 Anniversary Jubilee in-game event running from the 2nd of April to the 15th. Grab a slice of cake and celebrate ESO's birthday while enjoying 100% XP buff and earning various new and returning rewards, including the Dapper Daredevil outfit style. Learn more about this event in the linked article. The April 26th Dev Update live stream, that's April 9th. Tune in to twitch.tv/Bethesda on April 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern as members of the ESO dev team return to discuss some of the new changes arriving with Update 50 and coming to the PTS next week. Update 50 Public Test Server Update April 13th. Get your first look at the upcoming changes and additions coming to ESO, and feel free to lend a hand by helping us test future content during the Update 50 PTS window. The Vengeance campaign is April 20th through the 27th. Clash on the battlefields of Cyrodiil to help us test new changes and rule sets during the latest Vengeance Alliance War campaign. Look out for more details arriving later in April. Domination Weekend mini event April 22nd through the 29th. Enjoy a 25% bonus to Alliance points gained as you compete for supremacy during the Domination Battlegrounds Weekend mini event. Golden Pursuits. Prepare for the night market April 22nd through April 29th. Bring home a new pet and various other goodies by completing a wide range of activities throughout Tamriel during the first of 2 Golden Pursuit campaigns running this month. The Night Market Global Launch, April 29th through June 17th. Experience ESO's very first event zone with the Night Market. Venture to the Oblivion Realm of Fargrave. Pledge yourself to one of 3 unique factions, and compete in a gauntlet of PvE challenges to earn various rewards. This new experimental zone will be free and open to all players from April 29th to June 17th, so don't miss out. Keep an eye open for more info on the Night Market later this April. Golden Pursuits. Welcome to the Night Market, April 29th through the 17th. Celebrate the launch of ESO's first event zone by tackling various Night Market related activities to unlock bonus rewards, including a shiny new skin, various outfit styles, and a bundle of gold during the Welcome to the Night Market Golden Pursuit campaign. Prepare for the Night Market. In addition, trade bars, a unique new currency that you can spend in the Gold Coast Bazaar store, will be available to redeem as Twitch drops when tuning into ESO live streams during April 2nd, 2026. Be sure to keep an eye on any live stream announcements coming later this month. There's so much to look forward to just around the corner, including the launch of Season 0, Night Market, ESO's anniversary, and more. With such a packed month of content arriving this April, what are you most excited to dive into? Let us know on the socials. There were a lot of words in that.
There were.
That I don't know why I struggled to pronounce.
That is okay. It is tomorrow where I am, so maybe it's just late.
I think it's the candy. I think I was just getting all like... Blah, 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 blah.
Your mouth
it's okay, I'm done with it.
Chocolate and gummed up.
Maybe so. I finished it. That's why I was trying to finish it before it was my turn to talk again. I only needed like 10 more seconds.
Sorry.
That's okay. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on this month.
Mm-hmm. A lot of changes rolling out as well with all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. I am excited for the night market. Like, I've been in there one time and kissed the dirt, and that was enough to hook me to go, yep, I'll come back. So.
I'm sorry. You did what?
I kissed the dirt.
She got beat up and she
kissed
liked it.
the dirt. Okay. I heard kissed kissed Zert.
Yes,
I didn't know what
Is that the name of one of the people you have to pledge yourself to?
That's what I was wondering.
It's not.
It's like you have
not.
to walk up to Zert and you have to give Zert a big old kiss to pledge allegiance.
As a lore seeker, though, I did pledge myself to the Thousand Eyes because, come on, it's just how it is.
Right.
So, yeah, pretty stoked. I'm excited for that one to get here. And I want to see some of the PTS stuff, to be honest. Normally I don't get like too cuckoo crazy about PTS, but with some of the things that they showed us in the Seasons Direct the other day, I'm ready. Let me in there. I want to see some stuff. I won't necessarily quest, but I just want to play with some of the stuff that potentially is coming. I'm excited. How about you
Very
guys?
cool. I look forward to checking out the night market just to, see exactly how all that works, because I haven't looked at any of it on like PTS or watched any videos or anything like that. So I am somewhat blind outside of just having information that I've read. But
Right.
honestly, I keep forgetting that that's not already part of the game, that it was like a later launch. It's like, oh, the season's coming with the thing, but the thing ain't coming with the season. So
Correct. And that's how it's going to be throughout. Like, seasons don't always dictate updates, and updates don't always dictate seasons.
Right.
So, yeah. Gwen,
Yes.
are you particularly excited for anything in here, or are you just kind of riding the wave?
I am not excited for a single thing. What I'm excited for is already going on. I am excited that by the grace of Kine finally blessing me with that freak blizzard for a few hours, I was able to finally participate in a whole Jubilee event for the first time in 5 years.
That is exciting.
That's what I'm excited for. It's already happening. I'm pretty content.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everything else, I want to be excited, but I also don't want to get my hopes up, so we'll just see.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, see, I've been in the night market, so I know I'll like it already. And I do think that if you are a lore seeker and you're listening to the show, I think the plan is for us to get a night market channel. We might swap out some of the unused channels and throw some night market channels up there. And then I definitely want to get a multi-plat going if we can. Whether it be a little competitive, whether it be everybody just get in there all at the same time, and who cares? Let's let it be really chaotic to have multiple platforms running. Either way, I'm excited to see what our people do with it. So
Nice. Well, so you've already seen the night market. You've already been in there. You've already gotten to preview it.
I have.
Wonder if there's anything else we can preview.
Like, walk around Fargrave, enjoy the atmosphere. That sounds pretty previewy.
Yeah. Or we could preview the Dawn and the Dusk because we're restarting anew.
Is it even previewing at this point? Yeah, let's read it.
My fingers on my nose.
I'll do it. I don't mind. Check out some of the rewards you can unlock and acquire in ESO's first ever Tamriel Tome, arriving April 2nd, 2026. The Tome of Dawn and Dusk arrives with the Season 0 at 10 a.m. this Thursday, April 2nd. That's already happened. And will be available until July 8th, 2026. This new system introduces a host of rewards you can earn by completing challenges, unlocking tome pages, and spending tome points. All ESO players can unlock and earn the Tome of Dawn and Dusk's free rewards, but for those who want even more reward choices, the Premium Tome and Premium Plus Bonuses Tome are also available as paid options. Rewards within a tome can include collectibles, such as mounts, costumes, style pages, pets, and more. currencies, such as the new trade bars that you can spend in the Gold Coast Bazaar, and items, such as consumables and furnishings. You can preview some of these items coming with the Tome of Dawn and Dusk on April 2nd below. Free rewards. Free rewards you can unlock and acquire from the Tome of Dawn and Dusk include up to 8,000 seals, 9,000 trade bars, 6 crown crates, and a selection of currencies, consumables, and furnishing boxes. It also includes a variety of collectible cosmetics: the Kira's Kit armor style, the Mesa Stalker weapon style, and the Vigor Dusk Blue skill style. Premium rewards. In addition to the free items, if you buy the premium tome, purchasable in-game, you can also unlock and acquire a host of extra rewards. These include an additional 1,500 trade bars and even more collectibles, such as the Winterhold, Empire, and Wolf mount, the Dungeon Delver Theodolite pet, the Mesa Stalker armor style, and the Duo Dynamo Dungeon Delver Spider Multi-Rider mount, the Monster Slayer personality, and more. Along with access to the premium rewards, this option also allows you to continue the tome beyond the end of Season 0, so you can unlock all of the tome's rewards in your own time. Premium plus bonus rewards. If you'd like to get your tome off to a flying start, you can also opt to buy the premium plus bonuses Tome of Dawn and Dusk, also purchasable in-game. This offering includes the premium rewards tome, everything listed above, 2 caches of tome points, and Raynor's traveling robes costume. As a reminder, tome points both unlock tome pages and can be spent to acquire a page's rewards, meaning your tome point caches help you in 2 ways. Are you excited to have more ways to earn in-game currencies, items, and collectibles? Note that you can access the free version of the Tome of Dawn and Dusk or purchase the premium or premium plus bonus options only while Season 0 is live from April 2nd to July 8th, 2026. Let us know if you'll be checking out ESO's first Tamriel tome for yourself when it arrives in just a few days.
Okay.
I almost said 15,000 instead of 1,500 because my brain just had like a hiccup and it was like, oh, what number is that?
So, can I start this one?
Please,
Sure.
by all means.
All right, now that we have it actually out, it's technically no longer previewing. It's here. It exists. And when I logged in, the first thing on my screen was a giant Season 0 Dawn and Dusk. And then it explains that there's going to be the night market and the dates for it. And that there's the combat refresh for the Dragon Knight. And the actual, like, new player experience improvements, and then explaining what Tamriel Tomes is, all right there, the first thing, when you log in, that's it. It's just obvious, it's right there, it's even a scroll, just to make, like, you have to scroll to read all of it, it exists. That was awesome. From the perspective viewpoint of, until, like, 2020, I didn't look at a single news article. I didn't even know what Twitch was. I just logged into the game, and every once in a while there was an update, and it was pretty cool, and that was how I played the game. So seeing something like that, being something every player sees, so those who don't look at the news or listen to podcasts or know what any of those other resources are or even care, are being updated, awesome. Love it. Amazing. Please keep this. Loving the tome system so far. If nothing, for the major news updates.
Me too.
Wait, are you advocating that they put us out of work?
No.
Nobody's going to
Everyone
need our
delivers the same
podcast
news
anymore.
never. It's just, how do you prefer to consume your news? We're
I know.
entertaining. You don't
We-
get sass with the tomes.
This is
right.
true. So say if people are just coming to us for the information, but if it's just given to them in the game, they don't need us anymore.
Oh,
They
so
still need
are
it.
you looking at your tome right now?
I am.
You're holding a book. In game, it looks like you're reading a book.
Yep. And
That's
if you
cool.
go all the way back to the very first page of the tome, like back on L1, you actually end up back at the book that you were talking about that shows you everything right away. So I actually
Yep.
went all the way back to that, and then you can continue to tome And boom, there it is. It opens and it shows you the challenges on one page tab, how to upgrade on another tab, and then you can preview everything as you click over it.
Initially, my brain was, oh, they're all cosmetics. Whatever. Cosmetics, currencies. I can just, if I get things, I get things. But then something happened. I looked through it out of curiosity to see if this was actually a good value thing for the money or blah, 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 or if there was unfairness or, me being super judgy and contemplative of all of the new things, because that's what you do, right?
Yeah.
New things can be scary. And then I got to page 7. And there's a stack of books, and now I actually have to try to get things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need the books.
11 books.
I need them. I have no idea what I'm going to spend the rest of the other seals on once I spend only 350 on the books. But I need them.
I'm surprised that you didn't want the, where is it? The rewards of the rifts. So there's a Dawnlight Rift, a Dusklight Rift, a Dawnlight Moat, and a Dusklight Moat that are furnishings for $250 on page 4.
Oh, they're all really pretty cool.
And they're really neat.
I need the books. I have committed to this library. I need the books. That's
fair. There's a couple of things in here that I'm pretty excited about. First of all, 1,250 trade bars for 500 tone points? Okay. Sure. But I use Vigor all the time. So I'm pretty stoked to have an additional, cool little blue version of it. The other one that I really am excited for, where are you? Other than the wolves, which I've already made note of, and you talked about the books, there is a couple different versions of Tome Bearer's inspiration. There's a Dawn Orange one for some Arcanist skills, which is pretty cool. But where is it? It's the most simple thing, but the jerkin for the Kirith's kit actually looks very clean and quite pretty in my opinion. I like it. It's I don't know. I just like the shape of it. I think it looks cool. I'm pretty excited to get some of that.
What about you, Never? Does anything stick out to you in this? Is there anything you wish to earn specifically?
To be honest with you, I haven't looked through it in any real great detail. I saw Crazy looking at it on stream there, and the Monster Slayer personality looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks
however,
cool. That's
part of the premium tome, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm probably not picking that up, but at least not at this point. But that did look pretty cool. I saw some of the those furnishing things you were looking at too. Those are pretty neat. But I haven't really looked through it too close, to be honest with you. So I probably should do that so that I actually,
But we have until July to get these things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no rush. Thousands can seem like a lot, but July, it's April. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I definitely do like that they have it so that if you do buy the tome, that you're not, gonna have to try to make sure you get it done before it goes away.
Yeah, I do like that too.
Because I would have not been pleased with this model if they had gone that route. So I think that's good. But anyway,
okay. I want to talk about the wolves really quick, just because this is the first time they've done something like this, and I absolutely love it, and might just buy the premium tome just for them. The wolves, when you purchase it, you get 3 different versions of it. You get 2 static versions and 1 version, at least I think this is how it works. That's what it looks like. 2 static versions, a dawn and a dusk, and then you get 1 that is like a combo version. The combo version of it, when you summon it summons whichever one matches the time of day at where you're located at in game. So if it's daytime, it'll summon the dawn one. If it's nighttime, it will summon the dusk one. And I think that is so cool.
I was really excited for that too. It reminded me of Lycanroc from Pokemon. Well, that's based on the time of day. I'm just like, yes.
They've never done anything like that yet, and I just think it's so neat and such a little additional piece that is very, I don't know, it just seems a little more meaningful, you know, than just like a standard, hey, you get a glowy mount. The fact that the glowy mount changes based on the time of day, to me, I find very rewarding. And to me, that feels like something that's fresh enough that it's worth me paying for a premium tome to be able to earn towards it for an extended amount of time, you know? So.
It's an actual magical mount. It does something.
How's it going to work if you place it in your home? Will it change based on time of day in your home?
That I don't know. That would be an interesting question. I am unsure of that, but...
Somebody out there's already unlocked it, right?
Yeah, actually, I saw somebody on PCNA earlier in Alinor ride by me on one, and I was like, how the heck? How? So they must have bought their...
tome caches.
That's what I was going to say. They bought their
yeah.
year of ESO Plus and were just like, screw it, and unlocked everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I was
People
trying to do the
have
math in
learned
my
patience.
head. Yeah. Pretty crazy. But yeah, that, and I actually do like I don't normally like, the dynamo mounts are cool, but they're not normally something that I would sport. But I do like this one because the multicolor dawn and dusk is really cool, and when it summons, it has like a bunch of different color, like smoke or flames, and I think that's neat. So I like the dwarven mounts. I just don't typically run them because they're not as like shiny as some of the other ones, in my opinion. And I like animals more than like mechanical things, but this one I think I would rock. It's pretty cool. It's basically like a more flashy version of the Duo Dynamo that we already have, which I can't knock on because Gwen took me all over Apocrypha on her Duo Dynamo mount.
The Dynamo mounts are awesome. You know why? Because you don't have to feed them like how this horse just keeps wanting cake.
Good call. Good call. So true. Well, anything else, I guess, about Dawn and Dusk?
No, I was just looking through there, other than the stuff we've talked about. Nothing.
I was going to say, we could just close the tome on that and move on to the next topic.
Oh, yeah, the only thing I was going to ask is, did I step on my lore soapbox for that last week about the Dawn and Dusk thing? I don't remember. I can't remember whether I did it on both shows or just one show.
Meh, you can repeat yourself. It's fine. Do it.
Okay, so here's my little lore aside, which is kind of cool. You know how our game's symbol is the Ouroboros, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Three Banners War, and each of them has kind of adopted that symbol. And then when we get to the Writhing Wall and all the stuff in Solstice, the Stirk Fellowship actually adopts the symbol of the Ouroboros, almost as a unification piece to show all the alliances working together for one common goal. Also, if you go in that Corellanian, like the history of Clan Corellania stuff, they mention in that somewhere, the ruler, which one of the kin ladies mentions that the Ouroboros is very similar to this new beginnings and the replacement of things ending and new things beginning, basically. So I'm doing a poor job of explaining this, but essentially what I'm getting at is she mentions something about dawn and dusk and the cycle of things beginning anew. So with that and everything following the last chapter release that had the Ouroboros as such a heavy symbol, and, you know, our anniversary events and all of that stuff where we have a lot of things that symbol is actually on, it's kind of cool that they went with dawn and dusk because it directly connects to that in lore. So season 0 starting over dawn and dusk and the cycle anew makes kind of sense from a lore perspective too, which is very interesting. So if you go on like UESP or some of the the lore sites and stuff, and you look up some of that Clan Corlania stuff as well as the Stirk Fellowship and the Ouroboros, you'll get what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. And that's my little lore aside. So I shall now step off my tiny little box and sit back down on the couch.
Well, all right. Hey, Gwen, I think I'm a little bit behind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you behind the live stream? Do you need the post-show recap?
Yeah. I was going to let Gwen catch me up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll catch you up. Well, I wouldn't catch you up. The people who will catch you up could be... Anyway, let's read the whole article before we get to that.
Okay.
Catch up on the 2026 Seasons Direct live stream. Not yesterday, it's been a few days, members of the ESO development team went live on twitch.tv/Bethesda to discuss upcoming seasonal content, including what to expect in the Season 0, kicking off April 2nd, and the rest of 2026. If you missed the stream or just want to watch it again, you can catch up right here. Check out the 2026 Seasons Direct below, and that is on the main site, and then post-show recaps. Starting today, you can also check out official post-show recaps and follow up live streams with the ESO community team and stream team members. BLX Season Direct recap show with Gimbolic, Garandocrafts, and Demon Cat Daphne. Join us live for the Dutch and Belgian post-show recap featuring all of the BLX stream team members in this live stream. Dive into everything revealed during the 2026 Seasons Direct, break down the biggest announcements, and explore what's coming next with Seasons, expect discussions, community insights, and plenty of hype. This actually already happened as well. This was on April 3rd. But, however, what has not happened yet is the German Seasons Direct recap show. Tune in to discuss the latest about The Elder Scrolls Online, from the launch of Season 0 and look into Tamriel Tomes, to the upcoming night market and exciting announcements from the Seasons Direct. This will be on April 7th, 1 p.m. EDT on twitch.tv/BethesdaDE. Polish Seasons Direct recap show and Welcome to Seasons. Join the Polish stream team members and community creators at a post-show recap of all the major news and announcements from the 2026 Seasons Direct. We'll also dive into everything that Season 0 has to offer. April 8th at 3 p.m. EDT on twitch.tv/BethesdaPL. So, did you guys get to see the live stream? Are you excited for Season 0?
Yes, and yes.
Alright, who's going first?
I have not seen the live stream. I think I've seen just a little bit here and there on some of the things that was covered, but I haven't watched anything in detail. Go ahead.
Boy. Well, we kind of talked about a lot of the stuff that's coming in Season 0. The stuff that got me was some of the stuff beyond Season 0. Like, we finally got a glimpse and a little bit of information on High Seas of Tamriel. We got a little more information on... Oh my gosh, okay, what are all the things? There's so many things, actually.
So, alright, so there's High Seas of Tamriel. You said beyond the thing, and then it cued my rage moment, which triggered the rest of my memory.
Oh no.
So yeah. Cough, cough. Jay, how dare you say the Dark Brotherhood is a bunch of murderers. The Dark Brotherhood is not a bunch of murderers. Mm-hmm. The Dark Brotherhood is a religious organization, and like all religious temples, they offer a service. The service they offer just so happens to be murder. Now, moving on.
I love that Gwen is like angry at the person who wrote the Brotherhood quest line, or like was one of the people who worked on the Brotherhood quest lines.
I'm just like, I felt so targeted because, like, sir, the last time we talked to each other in person, I was dressed as a Dark Brotherhood agent.
Yeah. So
How dare? How dare?
I did like that they at least explained it though, because they didn't just leave us hanging. So that was fair.
Yeah, I
you
know.
So
thieves can be morally gray, blah blah blah. But also, I am looking. Okay, so we do have the Thieves Guild coming up. We get a continuation of the Thieves Guild with Gwen. Like straight up, I know people who are going to come back to ESO who haven't touched
because
it
of
since
that.
like before Elsewhere, just because Gwen's coming back.
Yep.
So that's cool. I'm excited for that, playing with old friends and stuff. And then High Seas is boat combat. We get boat combat, but
naval combat.
But they didn't go into it. We know boat combat is coming, but we don't know if it's going to be like what we've seen in Stone Falls and over in Aldmeri so far, or if we're going to have more of a thing. I have yet to see a video game do boat combat well. And I have seen a lot of boat combat, not because I've played it, but because I live with someone who's obsessed with boat combat.
Wait, I have to ask a question really quick. Have you played Assassin's Creed, though? That one that has the naval combat? Because that was pretty
Black
good.
Flag.
Yeah, no,
Black Flag.
Besides Assassin's Creed is amazing.
Okay, fair. Just carry on.
Yeah, for like multiplayer stuff, I guess. So I am very cautiously optimistic on that.
Yeah.
And then we get the night market coming. We know we're getting the night market. So once again, cautiously optimistic. I'm just I'm actually ranging more to excited than anything, because the more lore and stuff I learn about the night market, it's okay, but now I need to actually see it so I can have what am I going to create ideas.
Yeah.
But what about you guys? What was a big deal for you during this stream?
I did see. I was just going to say, you're talking about the naval combat thing real quick. Every time I saw a mention of the naval combat, the next part of the video was walking around underwater, like we did in the dungeon.
Yes. There's supposedly we're gonna be able to walk underwater and fish underwater. Which, how?
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a sort of treasure hunty type thing, I think, is what was sort of hinted at from the stream.
Do we have to like give our voice to a slowed sea witch in order to like swim around under the sea, or
I don't know.
Is Drarlock Bray going to teach us the spell to forever be in that bubble without having problems with our winged twilights and bears taking over the bubble?
Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest. That's what I'm intrigued about, is I want to see how they kind of combine these two types of content pieces together, because it's been a long time between the two of them. The stuff that they were all showing for the combat piece, they said they are still kind of working out what they're going to be doing with this, but there was definitely siege involved, which would lead me to think like more similar to what we see in, Kynes, Aegis, and then the previous stuff in the Aldmeri storyline. But it looked even more complex, because there were other, like, there was a bunch of sea snakes and there was a bunch of other stuff out in the water and things like that. They did confirm that, at least I think they did, I thought they said the boats aren't moving, which makes sense, because that would be an extremely heavy system to try and upkeep. But they're still kind of in early, or not super early, but you know what I'm saying. They're working on things with this one. The underwater stuff looked really, really cool. Being back in the bubble, just some of the scenes that were there that they showed looked really neat. So I want to see what they do with that a little bit, and how they sort of combine that content. And then they also were showing fighting up on deck. Like, they had a bunch of big groups, kind of like, it looked like, a couple characters fighting with different kind of style of fighting. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm also excited for, I think, Winterhold, the Skyrim Storms, the dynamic events.
It's totally the pale. No, it's definitely going to be, we're getting the college. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that we're getting the college necessarily, but I do think we'll be sort of in that area. It would not surprise me if the dynamic events that they're talking about sort of take over all of the Western Skyrim area and they become an update or like an additional piece with Harrow Storms and stuff like that. The thing about the dynamic events is I think I don't want people to get confused because the dynamic events are going to be some big and some, I think, small is kind of like what the explanations have been in a few streams. Jay mentioned specifically, I think was it this stream that he mentioned the guy in the bubble in Solstice?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so, dynamic events may not always be some big, giant, like, crazy, Harrow Storm type thing either. They might also be smaller things, sort of like the dude in the bubble, that make the world feel more lived in. And make the world seem more real, and I think that's cool. I'm also excited for the rumors system and the oh gosh.
Oh yeah, it's the rumors, the actual like board of you go up to a board or you find things in the world and it gives you more quests and story dialogue.
It gives you a little bit more narrative. It brings you back to some of the characters like Arabelle and some of those other people that we haven't really checked in with a while.
Because like we adventured with these people, we helped these people. Of course we're going to like have that connection. It's not just like it's fair.
So the favors are more like guild stories or guild dailies that give you like an additional narrative where finishing it gives you something. It might give you a furnishing, it might give you something like that. And then the rumors system is more of like old school style game questing where they basically throw something into your lap and they go, here it is. Now follow the clue. And you have to follow the clue, but there's not going to be quest markers. It will appear in your journal. The cool thing that he said was there might be multiple solutions. So it's more like, old style, like old school style Elder Scrolls, Morrowind-esque sort of questing where there might be multiple solutions to the same problem. There might be multiple endings. It's basically like optional narrative, essentially. And think of it more as like a scavenger hunt, I guess, in narrative segments. So this one, those two things, favors and rumors, super excited about. Sage's Vault, also excited about. That ties directly to
Sage's Vault.
Okay, so that ties directly to the Thieves Guild. We don't know how. I have not seen, obviously it's not been anywhere where I've been able to see it or anything. But it's sort of this space that is between realms, I think is kind of how he referenced it. And there are 3 wings in Sage's Vault. You can get these keys, nowhere keys, which kind of reminded me of, at the end of Scrivener's Hall, where if your group has 25 keys or whatever, you get the extra boss.
Sounds like that. Continue.
It's like that, right? And then it's going to be filled with like puzzles, traps, things that you can parkour across, stealth stuff. So sort of this different type of content that's a little bit more experimental. And I think they just want to see how it's going to go over, to be honest. So I'm very keen to see what that looks like as well.
So hear me out. That. But you do it on the Vestige difficulty.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's nothing that would stop you from that. So you could.
Okay.
Or is it instanced? Maybe you can't, now that I'm thinking about it. Because it's an instanced occurrence, right? Because you can do it with like 1 to 4 people.
But how can you live your best like sneak Skyrim bow and arrow dream?
I know. I don't know. Oh, there's one other thing that we forgot. Cheese for everyone.
Oh yeah, Sheogorath decides he wants to be normal.
Yeah.
This is known. This was announced in the stream. He wants to be a normal, regular human like everybody else. So he puts away his powers somewhere and tries to be a normal person. I'm assuming it was the guy who was following him around in the video.
I guess so.
Yep, that would make sense. And yeah, and then
Six-
things go awry as they
six
do
new
because
quests.
Sheogorath.
6 quests, they said. So, pretty cool. Trying to think of what else I saw. Ooh, solo dungeons.
Yes, they're starting those.
Yep.
But there's new loot. You are going to have to do them solo if you want to like get more of the like monster helms and stuff because it's going to be different than what there already is.
Yep.
Incentive to do both still.
I can't wait to run some of those because those 2 dungeons I remember being kind of mechanically. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I think those were kind of mechanic heavy challenge dungeons, and those are the 2 that they're making into solo dungeons. And I went,
What
huh?
are the 2 dungeons that we
It-
are getting again for solo?
It is.
Is
hold
that March
on.
of Sacrifices one
March
of them?
of Sacrifices and oh gosh, the one that has the 2 wolves on chains at the end. It's the other one that came with Wolf Hunter, that DLC. Hold please. I got you. Wolf. It would help if I could type. It should be it was March of Sacrifices and Moonhunter Keep.
Okay.
Yeah. So lots of here scene action.
I guess to go along with the whole werewolf update.
Yep. And then last but not least, the other thing that they mentioned or that I can think of right now is Crimson Velt, which is the new trial. And the interesting thing about this trial is that they can now not only hard mode dungeon bosses or the bosses that are in the trial, you can hard mode the mobs that are in between. So you can like make them a lot harder as you're going between the trash mobs, which is kind of crazy.
I'm excited for this one. Like the little like picture that we got to see was giving me Curse of Strahd vibes. It looks fun.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
does look pretty cool. Sorry, it took me a minute for my brain to engage on all of that stuff. I was like, what was in that live stream?
It was just so much information. Like it was such a short stream too. Everything was go 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 go, and they just kept explaining, and there was more and more information just being thrown at you.
Yeah, yeah. And then the follow-up, they had the follow-up little community roundtable streams too. Our beloved friend Mrs. Ninetail was on there, on one of them. And then
So
I
shout out
think-
to them. They're
yeah,
awesome.
Shout out to the Foxes, they're amazing. And then I think was it Calamon on the other one? I think.
Yes,
Yeah. So
that name sounds correct.
Yeah. But I thought the roundtables were fun. I heard some people saying that they felt a little scripted. I can understand that, but I also understand that a roundtable, when you do a discussion like that for an actual recording, they have to have some direction of where to go.
So
So-
for everyone who said, for having been to like the ESO roundtables in person and then watching the stream, it was totally fine. Like yeah, no, I can see why some people would think it sounded scripted, but you have to stick to a list because you have only so much time, and it's a fewer number of people, so it's not going to be as chaotic, and you know the points you're only allowed to talk about. It's not going to be like, well, we got to talk about this, this, and this today, and then someone goes, but what about everyone's peer classing and equalness with the archive and the sets and the subclassing, and it's completely not part of a thing you're supposed to talk about. That's normally what would happen at a round table, but not when you only have like 30 minutes. This was great. They did well.
Agreed. All right. Well, anything
So-
to add, Never? Or
I was gonna ask, is the overland difficulty thing active now? Is that in this update?
negative?
No, it's
Okay.
not. I would have found it.
Okay.
Potentially next update at some point during 50, I believe. 50 and
Okay.
51 is the plan.
I didn't think
for that,
it was,
as far as I
but
know.
then.
So we
when
don't
you
know
s-
exactly when it's going to be released yet, but we do know we're getting it.
Okay. Excuse me. You said something a moment ago about doing something on a different difficulty, and I was thinking, wait, is that actually in the game right now? I couldn't
No,
remember.
but the other
Yeah.
thing is in the
different.
future as well. That's why.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying,
Okay.
you know.
All right, cool.
Yep.
No, I mean, like I said, I only saw just brief little overview. I saw that there's the new quest lines and Sheogorath and the solo dungeons and all that stuff's coming. I do like that they're doing the solo dungeons. Hopefully they go through at some point. I don't know. It'll take a while. I mean, they're talking in possibly a couple of years to address a few classes. Seven classes or however many classes we have. When we go through all of the dungeons and make solo versions, I'm sure it will take quite a bit of time. Of course, some of them they don't have to do anything with. You can already solo, but yeah, I think that's a good little addition because there's a lot of people that would like to go do those, but don't like the idea of having to try to find groups and but to be able to go through and do that content, and do those stories, that'll be good.
For sure. Well.
So,
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I guess we're ready to wear a crown.
Well, if you're doing a solo dungeon, you're the only person in your group, then you automatically have crown.
Yeah. So, if you're gonna wear it, showcase it in a store.
In April, I guess.
I
Man,
guess.
these transitions are wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is a fairly long article.
I don't think we have to necessarily read everything, but we can skim through and kind of talk about what we're interested in.
Yeah, I think I need to change something here. My browser's got this in article mode, and I think maybe I'm missing a bunch of pictures.
You might be.
Oh yeah, I was totally missing a lot of pictures. Okay, I was like, well, that's a lot of text, but I don't really see a lot to look at.
Yeah, no, those pictures are kind of important.
They're very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So, alright. Yeah, so the Crown Store Showcase for April. Celebrate another year of adventures in Tamriel in style with new and returning goodies for sale, including eye-catching furnishings, striking outfits, loyal animal friends, and more, all coming to the in-game Crown Store this April. Don't forget, you can check out what's currently available by visiting the Crown Store page. Did something catch your eye? Be sure to pick up as many crowns as you need through the Buy Crowns page. Certain items and offers are available for a limited time, so make sure to read the details below so you don't miss out. All ESO Plus members have access to a monthly selection of exclusive deals and items. You can find out more about them in this article. Any discounted or free items have a special call out. So, the freebie this month for ESO Plus members is the little Roaring Cathay Rot statuette. So another one of those. So many little statuettes.
I like the next thing that they list. The
Dapper
Dapper Daredevil. Yeah, bundle. That's
The possessed cats? What?
Yeah, but they look so dashing.
One might say dapper.
One might say dapper.
The arms pack that goes with it, though, is really pretty.
Honestly, that's really what it's about for me, is the arms pack.
How to explain this arms pack for people just listening, it is like a token elf-esque.
Yeah, it's like green and gold and,
And swirly.
and...
Yep.
Just looks cool. The mounts are interesting. They're two white, the mount and the baby are interesting. They're white, like white lions or white. The one looks like a tiger and the other one looks like a lion. But white lions with like green wispy stuff coming off them and gold, and just again very intricate armor on them. So
They look like they're possessed by Meridia.
they do kind of look like a Meridian sort of situation there, but I hope they're cool looking.
They are cool, but they do look like they're possessed by Meridia.
Yeah. Oh wait, they're already in the store. I could look at them. Ah! I didn't even see that. Wildburn Theriker and Boar bundle. If you've ever wanted a creature that looks like it's from the Wildburn, well, there you go. This one, it looks like a mount and a pet, I would assume.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Guess what house is in here?
Buccaneer Bay.
Oh,
I didn't
my-
guess. I read the thing.
Oh my
but
gosh. If you
That's
guys,
the one that was in the PTS you were excited for.
Yes. If you guys have not previewed this house, go find this house and preview this house. It is so cool looking. I don't think I'm going to have the crowns to be able to buy it at the moment, but man.
Or, if you're not
Yes?
previewing this house, you can wait till it's in the Crown Store on April 15th and run around and check it out for yourself before it leaves the Crown Store on April 23rd.
That is also true. Next one, I'm dropping crowns on. Don't even care.
Yeah?
Don't even
Are you
care.
a Dagon cultist?
No.
Because this is total Dagon cultist.
Nope. I'm an Oblivion stan because that was my first Elder Scrolls game. So I just an Oblivion Gate. Yep, sign me up. It's a actual recall, customized action that is an Oblivion Gate, basically, or at least that's what it looks like. Please let this be cool. Please let this be cool. Please let this be cool. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. If it's not cool, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
You have carved the rune of the Deadlands upon your soul. Its doors swing both ways for you, traveler of Oblivion. The new Jaws of Oblivion Recall customized action will be available in the Crown Store on all platforms for a limited time, from 10 a.m. on April 15th to 10 a.m. on April 23rd.
Got a skill style in here for reverse slash. Namira's Hunger style.
Namira's Hunger. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about cultists.
Yeah, speaking
there's
of
the-
Namira's Hunger.
Yep, there's more of it.
That one looks cool, though.
The glowy blue weapons.
Yeah,
Are we on the weapons yet? Yeah.
I'm a
okay.
sucker for glowy blue stuff. I love it. I love it.
Oh, you know what I'm a sucker for?
Zaji! the
Captain Zaji of the Perfect Pounce.
the perfect
Sails.
pounce.
Yep. Sails the high seas from elsewhere to High Isle and somewhere stops in between in the Dominion. Anyway, that was just added him. Now, though, he hopes to bunk with you while his ship is being refit. After adding Zaji to your home, you can set him on a path, plus you and your visitors can speak with him. Zaji house guest will be in the Crown Store on all platforms from April 15th to April 23rd.
Sweet.
And then the rest is all returning things.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Do you want to just read those titles or say, hey, check out the article?
Check out the article. Maybe?
Sure.
Yeah.
There's some returning, we'll just give the headers. So there are returning costumes, some adornments, some body and face markings, a couple hairstyles, of course the normal of crafting and outfit styles, those always cycle in and out. But then there's also going to be Order of the Lamp crates that are coming back, and Forge Master Falls, and a few house guests, an assistant, and some furnishings, and music boxes. The Brassy Assassin personality is going to be back, if you're someone that's been waiting for that to come around.
The hairstyle was also up there.
Oh, was it?
In Brassy Assassin, isn't that Naru?
Yeah.
Yeah, the what is it? The Adorable Assassin or something, or whatever the
Yep.
hairstyle.
Yep.
That. Yeah.
Sure.
So that's going to be there as well. So.
And then, of course, there's some mounts and a pet, the Gloomspore Bear Cub.
Cool.
And that's the Crown Store.
Yep. We will have that linked for ease of access, so you can check that out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you go check out that house.
It's cool.
I think I might end up inviting Zaji over to the library.
Do it.
I need to hear some of the stuff Zaji has to say. We actually sat around. I went to put the cake over in the little dining area on the island, and me and my wife and two of my girls all sat and listened to all the things that Serene says. Am I saying her name right? The little drunk kitty cat.
Yeah, the things that she says are not safe for people under certain ages.
Yeah. We were laughing pretty hard at some of the stuff that she said.
Is it her cousin or her sister that wakes up in the sack that you have to help her with? Like, literally, it's a cat that gets trapped in a bag.
Yeah, cousin, I think.
Okay.
And then, why do people keep tripping over me when I'm laying in the middle of the room? Seems like a very prominent place. How do you not see me?
That is a very cat thing to, expect, though.
I know. It's there's so much of the stuff was like, I see you looking at my belly. Don't even think about it. It's just funny. Yeah, we were laughing quite a bit at some of the stuff. I don't think I've ever. She's been in my house for, I've lost count of how long now, and I don't think I've ever actually gone through and listened to all the things that she says. But I would imagine Zaji would be pretty funny. As well.
Oh, Zaji's great because he's like, okay, high oil spoiler. He volunteers to help the wrong group, and Casca has to remind him, we're her escort.
Oh, bless.
Yep. Zaji's he's a horrible pirate.
Bless him.
Well, anyway, that'll be linked. So if you want to check out the rest of the stuff that we didn't name, because there's a lot, as there usually is, then you can easily find that in our show notes once the episode is up, or you can just go check it out from their site if you can just navigate to that. So that is that. And
Are we going to dawn on the last article?
Sure. So sorry about the camera angle, everybody, that just happened. I must have tapped it with my arm when I was typing something. My husband just messaged me that he has kid aggro upstairs, so.
Well, do we need to read this?
It's pretty much what we've already covered, except that there is a new trailer at the top. So if you're interested in watching the new trailer, that's specifically the Season 0 trailer, because the other trailer and the other one is for seasons in general, like all the next ones. You can watch the one that's at the top of this page. And then this also had some additional fun, screenshots and B-roll type stuff in it that you can see. Like, it shows like a picture of the night market, which is considered an event zone. So you've got like a big like Infernium style thing there that it's fighting. And then this goes a little bit more into the veterancy thing for PvP, which is the new PvP progression system for Battlegrounds, the Alliance War, and the Imperial City. So we didn't even touch on that a minute ago, but you can read a little bit more about it here. But it will have specialty things during the PvP seasons where you can unlock new armor styles, weapon styles, skill styles, stuff like that.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So they're looking at ways to try and make PvP more interesting and to also try and get people in PvP.
Yeah.
And then there is... let me see what else is in here. Night Market is there. Dawn and Dusk. Class Mastery, we talked about that. Werewolf skill line refresh. it looks like update 50 is going to potentially arrive on June 8th.
Which will include a guild mail system, special Golden Pursuits campaign for new and returning players under level 20. The what? The
Where are you at in there?
pro-life ration of transmute stations? Proliferation. Good gosh.
Yes, the
Yeah, right? Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Proliferation of transmute stations to a host of major crafting hubs.
And supposedly not all looking clockwork anymore, so I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to getting a transmute station that maybe doesn't look like the giant hunk of metal that... don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. I love it. It's pretty. Can I get something more compact, please?
Yeah, for sure.
And can we get those as styles so we don't have to buy a whole new one?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
A way to earn them that isn't just writ vouchers or crowns would be nice, though. An additional way to earn them. Like even trade bars.
Yeah.
You never know.
I know. I can ask.
I just know that, $40 and $50 worth of crowns for those things adds up real quick.
Indeed.
So, it does say near the top of this article, because we were talking about the dates. This just says arrives June 8th. Seems to be pretty clear, unless I'm missing something. But the
what,
challenge
update
difficulty.
50? Oh, challenge difficulty.
And challenge difficulties listed in things coming. Well, it says upcoming season 0 features. Challenge difficulty system arrives June 8th.
Right. Remember, too, one of the things that they talked about this year, though, is that sometimes things might get moved around because this is a little bit more flexible of, like a progression. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll try and get it out by then.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I just noticed that, as of now, it looks like that's the date that they're looking at for it.
Right.
Pending no changes to it. Class masteries are coming at the same time. Class masteries are going to be a pretty big deal, probably.
That's one we haven't read yet. In the class mastery abilities, a new way for Tamriel's warriors to stay true to their class. Class mastery introduces a host of passive abilities that you can choose from for your pure, as in not subclassed, character. Each class will receive 5 new abilities, but only 2 may be active at any one time. You choose your mastery. These new options arrive on June 8th with update 50.
Yep. Yeah, so we talked about that a bit.
Well, you've mentioned it, but now it's been officially talked about on a stream and in an article.
Yeah. So go back. I mentioned that you can go and find where they've shown like screenshots and stuff of what all of them are going to be. Maybe even more than screenshots. But you can go look at what the current selection of those things is going to be and see how some of them could definitely play together to give you some different types of play styles. So that'll be a good system to check out once that actually makes it into the game. But we've got a little while. We just got the new stuff that just came out. Let's take some time to enjoy that, and we'll look forward to what's coming with the other stuff soon enough. So.
Ruh-roh, I gotta get rid of the band hammer, or get the band hammer out.
Yeah.
Every episode, at least one.
Yeah. Gotta get out of here, Stream Boo.
That's right. Banned.
If it wasn't for the fact people were sleeping in my house, I might just, shout that into the mic. But anyway.
Reporting them.
You have been reported. Well, cool beans. Cool beans. Is that everything as far as the news goes? Anything else we want to touch on?
That would be everything, I believe.
Well, that's a wrap. Okay, bye.
Wow.
Really?
I'm just kidding. So, do we have any lore?
All right, Crazy, give us some crazy lore. What's on your mind?
Oh my gosh. Blocking this user. Okay, I got it done. What's on my mind? I don't know. I kind of did my little lore soapbox a little while ago.
Okay, so rewind if you want lore. Rewind to the earlier part of the episode.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't even know. Let me click to go to a random page and see what happens. Nope, that's not anything that will help us. No, that's not good either. I'm looking for it to give me like something random. Hopefully. What's this one? That's not gonna help us either. I don't even know what to talk about. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can see if I can find the thing that I was talking about. It would help if I could spell things correctly, but I'm tired. Hold on one second. Yeah, I got nothing, guys. I'm not doing very well here on my my searching because I'm tired.
It's okay.
Sorry. I'm looking to see if I could find the
post.
thing that I was reading before, and I can't seem to find it. Did you have something, Gwen?
Thinking.
Well,
All right, let's see. How about a... Oh, wait, what do you have, Never?
I was just going to read a short little thing about Mike the Liar. But it's very short.
Go for it.
It's just the UESP thing. It's real short. But I told you earlier that we were all sitting around and laughing at the things that Serene says. And I ran around and so Mike the Liar is on my island right when you first come in, right? And he just walks back and forth on the little spot next to the boat that's surrounded by water. And my made up for my own purposes lore for why he's walking back and forth for the time being, because I just haven't put him anywhere else, is that he just doesn't want to get his feet wet. So, but I went up and I showed him to my family too, and my wife asked me later, I think like the next morning, why he's called Mike the Liar. So that just had me thinking about him. So I just looked that up. This is real short, so I'll just read it real quick. It just says, Mike the Liar is a Khajiit well known for his often humorous comments on the Elder Scrolls series, as he, or an ancestor of the same name, has also appeared in Morrowind, Oblivion, and ESO. He often breaks the fourth wall, making witty comments about the game's strong points, smart remarks to common complaints about the game, or just general references to different aspects of the game or lore. A wanderer, Mike may be found in a number of random areas, either around cities or roaming the wilderness. When encountered, he may say a multitude of different things. After he utters 3 of the phrases listed below, if you try to speak with him again, he will only say, Mike is tired now, go bother somebody else. And then Mike is done talking. That's all I've got so far.
Well, did you see what I tagged you in our server?
I just now did. Yeah.
So we have a lore bot in our server, and there's a couple different commands that you can do. And one of them is Maik, and it will actually give you a random musing from Maik each day, or each time you do it. And you can do that. We also have Rigert as another one. We have Today, which will get you the lore for the day. And then we also have, I think you can put in a specific date, but I would have to remember how you enter that actual date in, like, the order. But yeah, since you were talking about Maik, you can actually get quotes from Maik every day if you have our lore bot there. Pretty fun.
So there's some little game-related things about him in the UESP. It says he wears hooded monk robes and boots and carries 3 bottles of skooma. But he's listed as a class warrior, so he's a warrior running around in hooded monk robes. So, anyway.
Or is he?
Exactly.
Maik is definitely a Daedra.
Well, that is one theory that's out there, right? That he's that's why he's been around for so long. That's why he's able to exist in all of the games, because he's not actually mortal.
I think the other theory is that it's like passed down through generations, like
Right,
my
great granddaddy.
grandfather. Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't bother trying to, like, when you come onto the island, don't bother trying to sneak past him, because Mike can see you even when you are invisible.
Wow.
Well, while we were all doing this, I have found some decent books to read over the next coming weeks for when we're getting ready to have the bazaar. But that was quite a bit about Maik, so we can call it good on lore for that.
Okay. Works for me.
Unless you actually found something you want to read that is short.
I did not.
Okay.
All right. Well, I've been in Morrowind again. That's where I normally do my writs. And I have not seen the Dwemer there. They're still not there. They're not hiding in the bank. They're not over by the jewelry crafting station, or the alchemy station, or the clothing station, or the boxes for shipping off the things I made for the factions. So no luck on the Dwemer hunt.
Dwemer. Still missing. This just in. Still in Todd Howard's office. That's where the Dwemer are.
Have there been any new murdering hobos out there?
No, because most who commit murder are part of an organization is a sanctioned contractor. Anyway.
Good answer.
Right. Narya would be proud.
That's right.
We're not even going to open that can of worms.
Nope. Don't.
Nope. Moving
Don't
on.
do it.
Nope. Not touching it. Not touching it tonight. It's already... We've been talking for a while. No more murder hobos. What have you been doing for Jubilee? Realistically, what would your character do? I know we do all the things. We run all over Tamriel and do all of the dailies and get all of the boxes and teleport ourselves and run around Alakir 56, 70 times to level up skills and get loot and jewelry and yada yada yada. But if your character was just celebrating the holiday, you have the Jubilee Festival going on, there's cake, there's some fun prizes, there's things to be had, what would they focus on? Would they go about specifically searching for going fishing with friends in a certain area to try to fish up something special? Would they go running through Deadlands portals to try to find some fancy special helmet or something else? What What would your character be doing if you actually had to choose how you would spend your time rather than running around like a little character in a game?
Never?
Well, um, I don't know. I probably would have some fun with because I kind of like pranks anyway, and I know that pranks are not necessarily the first thing that come to mind for the Jubilee, but I did thoroughly enjoy the whole throwing cake at chefs.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Was
say putting itch powder in one of Vanis's gloves. Just the one, though.
no, the wasn't it? Was it cake that you threw at them?
Mm-mm. You threw
No,
pies. You threw pies. Yeah.
pies. Yeah, I got thinking. I was like, cake would not be the most messy thing, but yeah, just running around and paying back thieving chefs by throwing pies at them. I think is a pretty fun way to spend the afternoon. So I would maybe go around and talk to the chefs that are working at the event and see if they need me to exact any pie revenge for them.
And that's how you would get the pies. They'd be given to you by the chef.
Mm-hmm. Like
So
yeah,
neither of you are really at fault. You didn't go out and seek the ammo, and they didn't know when they were giving you the pies that you were going to throw it at someone.
yeah, and I could sample pies before I throw it at somebody, so I get to eat free pie. You know, just
Yeah,
lots of
that's a pretty good answer. That's a pretty good answer. I don't know. I think, I mean, it sounds crazy, but I would actually kind of semi-use Ritz as this answer. I know you said, because we all know everybody does Ritz. But for me, from the perspective of being someone who helps with the guild or like helps lead a guild, doing that also is helpful because then you can get a lot of things that you can give to people. Whether that be like recipes or furnishings or things like that. So I think my character actually would legitimately just do that during something like this to try and help out friends or whatever. But I don't know what else. I'm trying to think. I think still just my normal exploring stuff because you're getting rewarded from that even, like, killing stuff. Or maybe I would, like, I've been doing a lot of arenas for more rewards. So, I don't know. What about you, Gwen?
So my first thing was to say that it would be Ritz because I have been sewing and actually IRL crafting while I've also been working on Jubilee. But we're talking about my character. We're not talking about me. And I would sew, so I'd do the Ritz. But my character would probably go to. She enjoys when things are nice and times aren't chaotic, like parties, like Jubilee. So she would be in town and probably go to the guilds and see if just do the guild quests. Generally, the guild quests help out with other things in town, do the wandering stuff, but just in an area. She'd probably go to like Skingrad or Grotwood and just stay in the vicinity and help with the things asked. While enjoying cake. Don't forget to eat your cake.
Cake. Cake. I love cake.
cake. Cake.
It's not a
Feeling
lie.
cake.
It's right there. It's on the table. It's delicious. It gets you 300 trade bars a day. Eat your cake.
Everybody loves some cake.
That's it. That's all I got.
Keep going. That would sounded like it would be a good song.
It was a good song. It was just very
okay.
short.
That's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Unless you want me to say something like, how many would you make? Would you take them to a lake?
Wow, okay.
You could eat them while you rake. Oh, we love cake.
Wow.
You sure you're a Khajiit, not a Nord?
Sometimes I think he's the wrong. Yeah, I think he's selected the wrong thing here, but who knows? I don't know.
You have no idea how much I like sugary things.
I do actually. I do.
Considering you're eating something sweet every time we start the podcast,
And I know
Nah.
that you drink like a 44-ounce soda or something from Sonic when I was there.
Yeah, it's Route 44. It's moon sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sometimes I just have to sing Nord songs, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know.
So announcements talking about, boards with things pinned to them. Announcements.
Well, if you are a lore seeker, we've got a few things that we do throughout the week. If you're not a lore seeker, well, you can fix that. We'll tell you how in a minute. Tuesdays, dungeons, group up, because Tuesdays are treacherous, and you need a few people to go run dungeons with. So we encourage people to go run dungeons and chase after some loot, do some lore runs, get the quest done for your skill point, whatever it is that you're needing to do from a dungeon, chase achievements, hard modes, whatever. Tuesdays are the day that we say, go do it. You can do it any day, but that's like the dedicated day that we encourage people to do that. Thursdays is Relic Seekers of Tamriel. That is JTK and Pocket, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. That is 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. So group up and go chase after like antiquity leads, things like that. Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon. Now this is a very special event to us. We don't talk about it enough.
Undaunted.
It's Undaunted.
Undaunted.
Undaunted. We
We are
are
undaunted. Yes, so it is a night dedicated to going and knocking out some Undaunted dailies, the pledges, that kind of thing. So group up with Arthuria Dragoon at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and you can go and do those things. And then outside of that, you can check the Lore Seekers Discord, and if there's other events on other platforms, because these are PlayStation specific, you can find those there. If you're not, what?
Can I add one really quick? It literally just came up today, and it's going to be multi-platform. Please, please, please.
It's too late.
Do it.
It's too late.
Do it. Do it. Do it. No,
Okay.
But it
do it.
directly
Never,
relates to what we're talking about.
never go eat cake. What is it, crazy?
Okay, so if you head into our Discord, you can actually see a brand new event that is going to be starting, and it's called Seekers Seminar. And this one for this week is going to be led by Echo Arashi, and they are doing a talk on Tamriel tomes in the Gold Coast Bazaar. So because there's been so many people confused about how the system works, or about, what things do what, and what currencies go where, they are going to be taking questions during the event, and it's just going to be in a Discord channel, and people can hang out there while they talk through or answer questions about the different new systems that just came up with update 49. It's multi-platform, so anybody can join because everybody has the system, and now that everybody's patches are all dropping at the same time, that's pretty exciting. So they're going to have it there. They are also going to be trying to work on a recording. If you are in the Discord, though, have no fear. They're going to cut your audio out and he's going to repeat the questions that get asked. That way, nobody has to have their voice, in a VOD or anything if they're not comfortable with it. So if you're interested in that, head on over, look at the events at the top of our Discord, because like I said, it's for all platforms, all lore seekers, and take a peek at it. And that's it. Now we can talk about where they can find us.
You can find us on Twitter or Blue Sky at Snugpod Cast. You can email us, snugpodcast@gmail.com. If you are listening to us and you would like to watch us live and maybe throw in some input or questions, or sometimes we interact with chat, you can find us on twitch.tv/snugpod, or if you want to watch later or even live, the YouTube Snugpod Cast. However, if you are live and this went on a little long for you and you want to pick it up and listen later, or maybe just listen at your own pace, you can find us on your podcatcher of choice.
Yep. And if you'd like to join the guild, were you going to say that, Never? Or shall I do it? Because I know you, I think, started to do it earlier, and then I felt bad that I interrupted you about Echo's event.
And yeah, so I added your Echo in there.
Mm-hmm.
In the notes.
Mm-hmm. I saw.
You can go ahead.
If you'd like to join the guild, you can head over to loreseekers.club, which is our website. From there, you can choose to join our Discord via the links. It's also got information to all the other, what I'll call, I guess, associated Discords that we have with lore seekers. But you can head over there and join that. Once you do that, it'll take you to our Discord where you can do the apply to guild part in our apply to guild channel. And then hopefully one of us gets back to you within 24 to 48 hours and gets you all welcomed in and joining. So, we do a little questionnaire in your DM so we can make sure that we are a guild that matches not only your needs, but can answer any questions that you might have. Or if you're not sure what to write, we might even reach out to you and just, ask to talk to you for a little bit. So it's one of the ways that we help keep bots and trolls and all sorts of things out of our Discord. So if you're interested in joining our lore fam, come on over.
Come join the club.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, you were writing that, and I'm so tired that I had to close my eyes because I couldn't look at you writing it because it was actually messing up what I was trying to say. I was like, close your eyes and don't look at what he's writing. It's just going to make you mess up. But then with my eyes closed, I was like, now you're tired. Why are you doing this to yourself?
I'm such a jerk. I know. So,
anyway. Wouldn't have you any other way.
You wouldn't have me any other way than being a jerk? Wow.
No, I said
Thanks.
Nah.
All right. Well, Gwen, do you have anything else?
Remember to eat your cake. Don't just summon the cake. Eat the cake.
Yes, that's a good point. If you don't get the tickets from actually doing, or the trade bars from actually doing the things that are in boxes, you get them
dailies.
Just by eating the cake. So, eat your cake, definitely. Not required for the XP, but it's required for the currency.
Correct. Eat your cake.
Not let them eat cake. I'm telling you, you must eat cake. If you want the trade bars, you must eat the cake.
Am I crazy? Did we do our social media and I missed it because I blacked out or something?
Yes, we did.
Okay, great. Just making sure. And
I think even came back in at the exact right time that it made it sound like you did indeed just listen to it.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I was listening, but what was going on is I was also sending you both the link for the Seekers seminar, and I just was like, when you have one part of your brain doing one thing and one part of your brain doing the other, I think that's what was going on. So my brain knew that we covered it, but then when I just looked at it, I went, did we cover that? Yeah. No, I'm not going to be Ron Burgundy and read everything you type in the notes. Never.
Oh, but you should. It'd be lots of fun. All right. Well, anything else before we close out for the evening?
I I can't think of anything unless you can.
I cannot. So, all right. Well, if you've been hanging out with us, either in the Snug Pod or you're listening later or whatever the case may be, thank you. Hope that our ridiculous banter has been entertaining, and hopefully we gave you decent information and made your day a little bit better. And if not, then I apologize for that. Maybe you should just not be such a hard-hearted person.
Wow.
Just kidding.
What a way to end.
But in all seriousness, we do thank you. This is why we do it, just to try to give you all a little something and to have some fun. And hopefully it was doing that for you, because it does that for us. But until next time, take care of yourself, take care of others, be a decent person, and we should be back soon.
Bye.
Sleep well, Tamriel.